Welcome to Bridging the Gap, connecting in a disconnected world. My name is Ricky Cortez, and I'd like to talk about tranquil abiding. Saw so many brave acts of peaceful resistance today, and I'm so thankful that people are able to express themselves and figure out how we can come together in such troubled times. And as we try to find ways to fight for what's right, to create a still mind, there is a power in that. There's a power in figuring out how we can express how we feel and find ways to come together to make sure that human rights are taken care of, that our community is loved for every single part of it that we have. When we think about this in a deep, meaningful way, we need to find clarity, and in that, our insight into that clarity naturally arises on how we can be part of good, equal change. I think how our mind deals with that in this deep focus, it takes away from all this overactivity, from this constant input. And if we find out how to reduce the stress by being at peace with ourselves, so that we can deal with all the information that comes in, it's important to take those moments, just like we need water and nutrition and activity. Our mind is another place we need to make sure that we keep strengthened and healthy. So as we meditate, we increase gray matter density and strengthen emotional resilience. Through this, our co-regulation, our coexistence, our dealing with people also finds that we create a calming field, a sense of peace for others as we listen and discuss and see so many differences that are happening within our world. As we quiet our mind, we find that deeper truths emerge. And if we can do this without distortion, we can see the power that we have in this. So if we take 5 minutes, if you can find a comfortable position, feel free to close your eyes or keep them open or slightly open, whatever you feel most comfortable and safe. And as we do this, we will inhale peace and exhale distraction, knowing that we are doing the best that we can at the moment we have. As we inhale peace, we have an intention for the world to find a way to work with all of the different humans and living beings and plants and animals that we have on this earth. An intention to coexist and being blessed of given this life to do that. Working from the ground up, feeling our strength and clarity in the ground, through our toes, as we fill our mind and heart and lungs with breath and oxygen and a life force that connects us. Come through our ankles to relax them into an easy grounding. Through our upper legs and our hips as we relax our stomach. in our lungs, in our heart center, through our neck, into our head. We release our tongue, any tension, our jaw, our teeth, our nose, our eyes, all of our senses, to be at peace. Feel free to keep a warm smile and thankful for this moment. Finding peace in our strength and our resilience. During this practice, allowing yourself to return to these moments when we know we have to remember the breath and how that connects us. How that gives us 1 second, 1 minute, 5 minutes that we can recall of peace in order to listen and to connect. Feel free at your leisure to take any extra moments that you need and pause or continue. As we look at this stillness, not as emptiness, but full awareness of what's going on so that we can adjust to life's challenges with understanding and compassion and clarity. We've all been there before. We've all had disagreements. We've all had challenges with family, with friends, with culture, with our society. And more than anything, we need to just listen to each other to find where there may be a common ground. In that, finding that stability in life, how we can connect those pieces and connect each other, no matter what our differences are. There's a way to, I believe, I hope, allowing ourselves to listen may give the opportunity for others to hear something different, hear it in a different way. And through that presence, our wisdom of understanding others, when we are grounded, gives us an opportunity to connect. It creates a deep presence that allows us to be one with each other. And when we anchor ourselves in that, we find refuge for ourselves and for others. So I'd like to leave you with a quote today. The ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. The ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. So as we find ways to be there for every challenge we face, know that it will ground you and make you stronger and give you the ability to connect in a way that you may not have before. I thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share this with you and anything that may be of value, and hope that you take it in peace and happiness. I did go over 40 seconds today, or almost a minute, so please feel free to like, share. I try to keep it under 10 minutes so that we have 5 minutes of meditation and 5 minutes of thoughtful compassion. Thank you again for this opportunity, and be at peace and breathe.